Okay, so this is the 6th month update for my Vixxens Hair Imports Virgin Raw Indian Curly, okay, which is the hair that I have in. I really didn't see any point in doing a review on this hair without really wearing the hair, washing it, going through hell and back with the hair before saying how the quality was, how it held up, and everything. So I've had this hair for 6 months. I've been wearing it almost continuously for 6 months. Of course with breaks, wearing my hair out and things like that. I installed this hair onto a U-part. Allowed it to go through so much just to really see how the hair held up. So I've been sick. I had surgery. I've laid on it, rolled around on it, slept on it, partied in it, sweated in it, washed it, dried it, blow dried it, straightened it, curled it, everything. This hair is awesome, okay? I've had hair, virgin hair, Remy hair from private vendors, and you know, you get a lot of shedding. The weft construction isn't the best. Even when you seal your wefts, get a little tangling and matting and whatever like that, mostly tangling. This hair, even as curly as it is, I can run my fingers through it with no problem. I straighten it with no problem, and after straightening it, it reverts back nicely. It's 6 months and it's still maintained its curl. I've had some hair where I straightened it and after that it was just never the same again. But this hair is amazing and I love this hair. I sealed the wefts before installing it onto a U-part. Only now, after 6 months of continuous wash and wear, have I gotten a little bit of shedding. In the morning, I'll just spritz it with a water bottle, and I'll use some of the Shea Moisture Curl Smoothie, which I absolutely love on my hair and on my curly weave. If you want something that's very lightweight, no crunchy, nasty hold to it, get the Shea Moisture Curl Smoothie. Fantastic. Another gem that I discovered is Carol's Daughter, the frizz serum that they have. Just a couple pumps on both sides. Fantastic. Amazing. Like, it's no joke. It's macadamia nut oil and just a couple tiny little pumps, no more than like a nickel size in your hand. On both sides, smooths down the frizz. I literally brushed this hair out and some other hair that I had in for a party. Brushed it out. It was all frizzy and poofy. Put a couple dabs on it and rubbed it through. Fantastic. Fantastic, okay? I will live by this stuff. It's pricey. Yes, it's pricey. But you don't use very much. And I guarantee it, for ladies who have problems with the frizzy hair, the curly hair that kind of goes crazy, and my own hair, natural, hello, I live by it. I will spend the money for it. It's like 15 or 18 bucks or something like that for this one little bottle. But I would spend the money on it. Trust me, it's worth it. I wouldn't lie to you on this one. So, shedding very minimal towards, and this is the 6th month, the first few months of it, none whatsoever. Maybe 1 or 2 strands per wash, but not like crawling down my arm. You know how some hair sheds and you're like, what is that? You know, that's none of that. It's soft, unbelievably soft. It's cuticle hair, so you're not getting that tangles. I will be buying more hair because her quality control is great. Any cons about the hair? When I first got the hair, the only thing that I did not like were at the top of the wefts. There were gray strands right at the weft where it was sewn in. There were grays. Was it a lot of grays? Not to where I was gonna go crazy over it, but enough to where I was like, I didn't like the way it looked. Okay? But that was maybe on only part of the bundle. Make sure there's not a lot of grays at the top of these wefts you're installing, because depending on how you know, either sew it in or make a wig or U-part, you will be able to notice it, you know, once getting towards the top of your head. But you know, there wasn't any, so you can't, you know, it's maybe like on the back, maybe a few of them, but not a huge problem. So I pulled it back into a French braid, laid on it, didn't wrap this thing down or nothing, and it still looked amazing and didn't tangle. So, in love with Vixxens Hair Imports Virgin Indian Curly. This is the raw Virgin Indian Curly. This is 18 inch. But when you straighten this hair, this 18 inch is an 18 inch curly. It's a 20 inch straight, which is fantastic. I love that. I don't want to have to sort of overcompensate for the length of the hair. If I want it to be 18 inches, I have to buy 20. You know, if I buy 18 inches, it should be 18 inches when it's curled. And when it's straightened, this is 20 inches. That's Vixxens Hair Imports, and I'll put the link below. It's, I believe it's Vixxens 411